Alright, welcome back, guys. I know it has been a while, but looking to keep these videos coming. Some pretty big life changes, so looking to get started back up with the vlogs and videos. Maybe some tutorials sprinkled in there every now and then. But this is the first training session. I was gone away for my honeymoon, literally the longest break of training I had in my life. So the goal here is to kind of build back up that muscular endurance and build up those other systems in the body in order for me to uh, get back to the programming that I was and be in the best shape as I can. Get ready for that. First squat, worked up to 140 kgs, set of 6. I did about 3 sets of that, and then I started to feel the muscular fatigue kick in. So before I get too fatigued, and I still want to do some more movements after that and later on in the week, because I have a short time period again before I will be traveling again. Just capped it off there at that weight. Next set of bench, did 2 sets. Actually, I did 3 sets. I only recorded 2 sets of 5 with 100 kg. And then again, started to feel some of the muscular fatigue. Capped it off there. That's perfectly fine. Normally with bench, I am able to get away with with more volume compared to the lower body. So after that, I hit up a few accessories, but nothing too crazy on day 1. Now day 2, I actually had to rest 1 day just because of how sore I was. You could imagine after 3 weeks of not training, my back, legs, entire lower body just completely shot. Upper body just slightly sore. Nothing out of the ordinary, I would say, for upper body though. So for bench, I had to actually do Larson bench today because I still want to work that bench form, get sharp with the form and technique, and kind of produce at the top end. So we got to keep benching. Then this is where the session slowly started to kind of fall apart, I guess you could say. Working up for deadlifts, worked up to 3 reds, which is usually not a problem at all. Wanted to get some volume in for deads. I have to hit volume for deads for my deads to perform. I worked up to a set of 6 at 170 kg. First set, started to feel the back fatigue kick in, but then immediately as I started to pull on my second set, the first 2, I think I stopped at 3 reps. At that point, it was not even worth it, the amount of muscular fatigue that my body was starting to feel. It was even hard to bend down and unrack the weights. Back and hip and glute were shot for 2 hours. But nothing injured, no harm done, just slowly getting back into the routine of things. I had a feeling that this could have happened, so this day I actually just hit accessories very, very hard. So as you can see, we are in a new gym. This new gym has a ton of machines, so a lot more variety for accessories, better machines. So that's one positive that came out of the session is if the main lifts aren't feeling too good, I always have the accessories to kind of fall back on. And again, realizing the goal, build the muscular endurance back up. Technique is going to come with that, and it's going to come after, so not too worried about that, but we need to get to the point where we can actually perform the squat, bench, and deadlift a certain amount of volume for my lifts to continue to progress. And here is our day 3 of training, working up to the same weight of squats, 140 kg, and body is feeling a lot better. So the adaptation was already happening. So super glad for that. Yeah, with the 3-week break, that was literally my longest break of non-training that I've ever had to go through. Pretty much since I started lifting in high school, so about 20 years I've been lifting weights now. That was the longest. So body was at a completely shot, completely new grounds for me, but we're working through it. We're gonna build back up nice and slow. Now this bench day actually felt really, really good. So the upper body adaptation was really doing its thing. Worked up to the same 100 kg, felt very, very good. So I decided to throw on 110. Nice smooth double. I actually hit that for 2 sets just because I wanted to feel the heavier weights, and there is the form and technique that happens at the heavier weights that just doesn't occur with the lighter weights, and you need to hit the heavy singles for powerlifting. So decided to work back up since the upper body felt like it was ready. And again, hitting the accessories very, very hard. That's going to be one thing that I'm really going to be focusing on when I come back. After the long break, the honeymoon, I actually lost a few pounds. So me and my coach, the game plan is to bulk up. I almost got to the point where I was about to be sitting at, which was about in the 137s, maybe touching 138s. I think I may or may not want to go 1 pound heavier than that, but kind of set me back from not training. Guess I lost a lot of muscle mass, and yeah, muscles hopefully are still there and will come back fast. But yeah, here's hitting the accessories. I'm really trying to hit the ground hard running, not only with the accessories, but then you also need the other side of the factor, which is nutrition too. So I've been eating a lot more, and I guess the steps on the vacation kind of cancel that out. But yeah, so here's is just more accessories, and I do like to get to the point where where there are isolation accessories, and I kind of superset them. I guess that this is the feeling that you can kind of say where it's like you're digging deep down, trying to dig for that last, like, it's almost training mentality at this point. Yeah, and I don't know, it's just a feeling that I really enjoy. Like when you get to the point where muscles are burning, your mind is telling you to stop, and like you kind of just push past it. And then that's how you create mental wins. I also like to think of it as training that dog that everybody talks about that's inside of you. This is where I feel like it happens for me, building that mentality. But today's choice of accessories were just some band pull-aparts. I'm having a slight emphasis on holding some slight external rotation at the top, just something that I'm working on for my upper back positioning. Might talk about a little bit more for squats, followed by just some core, standing ab rollers, my personal favorite, and then just some bicep curls. So cycling between this, I did 3, maybe 4 sets, just until, like I said, I started to feel that muscular fatigue start to kick in, because I still had one more training day left for the week.